Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. Hi, I haven't seen you guys in about 4 or 5 months. That's harsh to say. I think the last time I filmed was like late November or something like that, and I may be in February, but I don't know if I put out those videos. But anyway, I got a new camera, I got a new setup, I got loud fucking neighbors. Fucking rude. Anyway, I'm gonna go and I wanted to make a tutorial for you guys. This is the second take because I tried filming yesterday while the neighbors were away, and I recorded an hour and a half of footage, almost 2 hours actually, with no sound. So we're gonna try this again, okay? So today I'm gonna be coming to you guys with my everyday makeup routine, like literally every day. It's a full face. This is my bag right here. Some of you guys that follow me on Snapchat and Instagram know that I do my makeup in bed because clearly I don't have the time of day. So I do my makeup in bed and that's that. So I'm gonna go ahead and take out everything that I use to do my makeup to get ready for work. And I'm gonna go ahead and do my routine with you. It's a very full beat, but it's soft, you know, at the same time. I know. Full beat, soft. No, I haven't filmed in a while and uploaded for you guys, and I apologize. I've been just kind of keeping up with my vlogs, trying, and I feel horrible, but we're here. Hello. I'm gonna moisturize these lips while I take out all my tools that I will be needing. I'm gonna be using the Smith's Rosebud Salve. This doesn't do anything really for me, but I like to have a little bit of moisturization on my lips. So there's that. All right. You guys need to let me know what you guys think of this new setup. I know that the image might be a little too dark, but it's a little bit more truer to my skin tone because I'm like an olive yellowy light. I'm weird. Anyway, I'm gonna be using my Pat McGrath foundation today, which yesterday on camera looked very orange. I'm gonna go ahead and hydrate. I'm gonna be using my e.l.f. Daily Hydration Moisturizer. It's a really great, inexpensive $8 moisturizer, which is lasting me forever. I've already applied a serum, which was my Too Faced Hangover RX Hydrating Serum. This bad boy right here. I applied that before I started the tutorial so it can soak into my skin. And now I'm just gonna moisturize. My skin hasn't been as dry as it has been in the last few years. And I'm super grateful because that means I'm taking a little bit better care of my skin. I'm shocked. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and spritz my face with my homemade setting spray. And I'm gonna try to keep this tutorial short and sweet. Try not to spritz shit into the camera because she's new, okay? So y'all gonna hear my jingle jangly bracelets if y'all didn't miss it. I don't care. And I'm gonna go ahead and do my tutorial. Oh, I know that you guys are probably super stressed out. Clearly, the coronavirus has affected quite a bit of people. I'm just talking to you guys while I let this set into my skin. So I know some of you guys are out of work. Fortunately for me, I'm an essential employee for both jobs, and so is my husband for his job. So we haven't felt the effects of not having to work, but we're under a lot of stress because we deal with sick patients constantly, especially me. I deal with more direct patient contact, whereas my husband does dietary needs. So he still comes into contact sometimes with patients, but not as much, which is better. But me, for both jobs, I come in contact with patients. I sometimes see over 200 people a day. So fun fact for the girl that does not like people. I love you guys, but I just don't like, I'm not a people, okay? I know you guys are probably dealing with some tough times right now, and just know that I'm just thinking of you. I'm worrying about our economic growth here. Mostly the virus is just bound to spread and happen. I've been very well aware of it of October, November, of kind of like people being sick and stuff like that, and just kind of my feelers were on 10 up until recently, and now it's here and people are being infected, and out of our hands, right? So the best you could do is stay home, wash your hands, be mindful of the things you touch, eat, and wash your hands. It's not that hard. Anyway, and stay home. Stay the fuck home. Don't go to the hospital just because you have a slight cough. You know, just call your doctor, communicate with them if you're feeling ill. And if you feel like you have no control and it's getting bad, make a call to your hospital. Let them know that you're on your way. And so that way they have a little bit of more preparation rather than coming to you without masks and PPE and tending to you and putting themselves at risk, because healthcare workers are taking it, you know, like face on, like, hey, you're sick, you just coughed in my face, great, super. Because people in 2020 still don't know how to cover their mouths. I would know because I've had to say it like 6 times in the last 24 hours, and that sucks. Anyway, so I'm gonna take my Pat McGrath foundation. I actually love this foundation, and on camera it was looking extremely orange on my skin. I don't know why, because like I have a lot of yellow tones. I'm like multi-dimensional on my neck, which is weird, but I usually try to match my neck. This is a little bit darker, but it's more yellow tone than I expected it. So I'm gonna take 2 pumps of that. Now I never got to review this foundation, but she's quite liquidous, and she's definitely a light coverage foundation. Definitely a light coverage foundation. So if you're looking for something full coverage, Miss Pat Expensive McGrath is not gonna be it as far as this goes. Now I did see she has a concealer out, and I am very tempted, but I'm gonna hold off because I love my drugstore concealers. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and blend this out using my Royal Langnickel complexion brush. This is the BMD 185. I don't know if they sell it separately or whatnot, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my foundation and press it onto my skin, and this is a technique I've done for years. I usually apply it with a brush, and then I blend it out with a sponge. If you have oily skin, dry skin, a little bit of both, try out the technique and see how you like it. I'm telling you, it will be beautiful. So this foundation, the reason why I like it is because it just gives me this really pretty finish and evens out the complexion. Granted, this foundation is a little bit darker than my natural skin tone on my face, because I've actually been doing really well with skincare and washing my face and all that. So actually my face has turned a lot lighter and like more reddish. Like, you know, you can see the redness from anxiety. Really, that's really where it's from. So even as I'm covering up with the foundation, you could see the difference of tones, but on my neck, it looks pretty good. So what I do is I press it on, blend it in, take it on my brow bone. I try not to take it too much on the lid. And what I've been doing lately is I've been spending a lot more time on my base. Even if it's not much coverage, I've just been kind of moving it around and getting it to where I need it. This brush needs to be cleaned. So I'm gonna take my Beauty Blender sponge. This is my very well-loved Beauty Blender sponge. And as you guys can see, I always start on the forehead because that area is the cleaner part of the sponge. I just don't want it to look crepey and like thick. So I like to take it on areas that I know I have drier patches in a sense. My cheeks are one of them. I also just want an even complexion. So this will actually pick up any excess product and just give me what I call a light wash of color and evenness. Girl, this 4K, she be making me look crazy because I saw myself yesterday when I was trying to edit a video without sound. I was like, do a voiceover. I was like, I would look insane, babe. I really would. For concealer, I'm gonna use 2 products, my tried and true favorites. Oh, by the way, I just decluttered like my whole desk area. If you guys are into that, I had a little panic attack. It wasn't panic, it was an anxiety attack. because I wanted to film it for you guys, but I wasn't set up and I didn't even know how to do a decluttering. But if you guys want to see that, I saved it on my Instagram stories, which are linked all the way down at the bottom, I'm sure, because I have a long list of shit and links in my description bar that I'm just not willing to edit just yet. Anyway, I decluttered a lot, and it took me up until the next day to completely finish decluttering and replacing, like, because I had makeup bags, like bags full of makeup that I needed to replenish some products with. Anyway, I'm gonna use my Wet n Wild color correcting or photo focus concealer, and this one's in the shade light medium beige. And I take the stopper off because after the 4th or 5th use, I noticed that I don't get much product. The only problem is when you remove the stopper, you get excess product. And the reason, people are probably gonna be like, why do you take out the stopper then? Hold off. 2 things. I noticed that the more you put it in, of course, you put more air in there, so you're drying out the product. So removing the stopper, even while there's a plentiful amount of concealer still left, just helps keep its integrity. This was a lot thicker concealer, so I'm gonna go ahead and place it on the chin area and around the nose. All right, there's that. And then I'm gonna take my other favorite is concealer, and this is the Milani Conceal and Perfect concealer, and it's in the shade 130 light beige. Now these concealers are not made to brighten. I use them more to like neutralize and just kind of even out the under eye. I don't do it to be like super bright. There's a slight difference, but not much. And normally I try to avoid the center, but we're doing it for the tube, so it is what it is. I added the thicker concealer on the bottom first, so it helps blend. And I added the thinner consistency concealer over top. Now, I've been mixing both of these concealers, and I love them. So yeah, I'm not gonna complain there. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna let them sit under the eyes longer, but I'm gonna blend out the center of my face. Because while I do that, I'm gonna set the rest of my face and hold off on the concealer because I want the pigment to kind of stick. And I wanted to make it so that what happens is when you let a concealer and you sit not too long and then you move it, it moves. It just doesn't build up and it looks patchy on me, especially because I have fine lines under my eyes. Thanks, Grandma. While this bad boy is just sitting there and making herself thick like me, I'm gonna go ahead and set around my face, around my nose area, and the cheek area so I can put my bronzer with my most favorite is $5.99 powder, setting powder, which is now available in deep and like a middle yellow shade, which I think is beautiful for dark skin. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Translucent Powder. I'm not sure how it is on deeper skin tones. This one right here has got a like light yellowy tone, which I love for myself. I don't recommend this one for deeper skin tones, but if you've tried it and you have deeper skin tones, let me know down below. And they now released 2 more shades, so get it. I don't know if they were always the same shades, but whatever. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my Chitchat number 2 brush, and I'm gonna take a good amount of powder on the brush. It's coming over here. And that's all I'm gonna use on my skin. So I'm gonna take and start on that. Y'all saw that line, right? Okay, that's my stress line. She hates me. We want Botox. So I'm gonna set that. And I've been lightly powdering my skin. And when I tell you it has made a world of difference, like it's ridiculous. So I'm not powdering too close up here because I'm gonna blend the concealer, but I am powdering where I would bronze. Where we're going to blend, okay? We're going to blend the concealer. I see. And I don't touch the bottom of my lids just yet. I kind of blend out and then go under the eye. Did I say under my skin? Hoocha. Okay. And I put the remainder on my lids. Now, this is not recommended for people with oily lids. I know my lid space And I know that my eyes don't really crease, so putting a concealer and setting it with powder just works for me. But I always recommend to kind of steer clear of that, especially if you have issues with shadows, to steer clear from putting concealer on the lids and just try a good primer, like, you know, Urban Decay, Lorac, Too Faced, Shadow Insurance, like stuff like that. All right, so I'm gonna take a little bit more powder and I'm gonna start from the outside and bring it in. And I've been doing this technique now for like 3 months, and I just like the way it sits under my eyes better. Cause girl, I was going in with that powder. I hope to God that I'm recording this and it's actually recording sound, because I'm gonna be so pissed. Right, so I'm gonna take my Anastasia Beverly Hills bronzer. This one is in Rich Amber, and she's very, very rich. So you gotta be gingerly with her. And I show her lots of love. And I'm gonna take my Kat Von D number 20 brush. No, I ain't throwing it out. It's a good brush. I like this dome shape because it gives me like that bronzy look without chiseling too much. And if I wanted to chisel with it, I just pinch it like so and then go like that. We're not gonna do that. So I'm gonna bronze my skin, and I find that you can go too heavy with this bronzer, but it just works. It works for me. You could definitely go a little too heavy, but I'm glad that I powdered in that area so it doesn't stick and look crazy. All right, now that we're bronzy, I'm gonna take whatever's left on the brush and take this side right here of the brush and push it against my nose and do it on the opposite end. And whatever's excess gives me just enough bronze to make me look a little chiseled, but not too much. I'm not gonna really opt for shadow. I'm literally showing you guys how I've been getting ready for work. This is the same look that you guys see on my Snapchat, my Instagram, and Facebooks. I'm gonna again use the Anastasia Beverly Hills bronzer, and I'm gonna take my dirtiest Wet n Wild brush, which is the only color I've been using. It is for this. I'm out of breath. And I'm gonna go in and press it onto my crease here and just give my crease some definition. You just want definition. It's kind of like when you bronze, you want to give your face the appearance of natural shadows and thinness. As you guys can see, I added a little bit of definition into my crease. Nothing too spectacular. You can go in with shadows if you want, but I don't want to. I don't have time for that right now. Go in with the Morphe 408 brush. You could take any shade brush. And I'm going to go in and stamp this under my lash line. All right. For blush, I'm gonna go ahead with my Jordana number 18 Touch of Pink. I don't even know if they sell this anymore. It literally comes in a little screw top thing. I got this for like $2, like 6 years ago. No, not that long ago, maybe 4 years ago. Anyway, I'm gonna take my Sigma contoured brush, and this one the F40 brush, and I'm just gonna press this into the cheeks like this. It just give me a flush. I look happy. I look hydrated and healthy. I'm not, but you know, whatever. Go ahead and take my Hello Halo from Wet n Wild. This one's called After Sex Glow. This is a highlighter that I had in my purse because I apparently forgot I had it. And I'm gonna take a mix of this one. Actually, I'm just gonna take one at a time and just layer it. It's just a duo, but it's called After Sex Glow. And I'm gonna take my Morphe E36 brush. Is one of my favorite inner corner highlight brushes. I'm gonna spritz the brush and place that on the inner corner. That's pretty. This is actually my first time putting it on my face. I've swatched it and I fell in love. Wow. Hello Pigmented. This looks like my Fenty, just like my Fenty one. My Girl Next Door and Chic Freak. Actually, that does just look just like it. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and wipe off the brush right quick. Go in with this shade right here. I think I'm gonna mix both and put them on my face. This is pigmented. I think this was like $4. If y'all hear stomping, pardon me. I have rude neighbors. We've already established that. I'm gonna go in under the brow bone right here. I haven't done my brows yet. Don't come for me. There's a method to the madness, and I do what I want. All right, so I'm just gonna kind of take the brush and blend this so it doesn't look so harsh. I mean, it's gonna look bright, so whatever. All right, I'm gonna line my lash line using my LA Girl Glide Gel Liners. These are freaking $3. You can usually buy one, get one free, $3 or $4. You can usually buy one or buy two, get one free. They come in a decent amount of colors, probably like 5 or 6. They have this really pretty royal blue, which I love. Love the black one and the dark brown one. I don't think you need much more, especially when you're always wearing a smoky lash line like me. Ooh, fun fact. Last night I took off my contact and it ripped in my eye. Great. Tip. If you don't want to tight line, or if you're scared of tight lining, just lift your lid up like so and tight line that way, or just take it in the inner corner and look that way and do the inner corner so it looks put together, as you guys can see. Anyway, so what I'm gonna do now, because the eyes are set, the face is powdered, before highlight, I'm actually gonna spritz my face. Now I make my own Fix Plus, and lately I've just been obsessed with using the Thayer's facial toner in the coconut water version. This actually has the same ingredients that I would use to create my setting spray, so technically you just pour it in and spritz it, but I add more water and a little bit more glycerin for moisturization. Okay, I just use this as a toner. It smells amazing. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows, and I'm going to be using one of my favorite brow pencils ever. This is the LA Girl, what's it called? Shady Slim Brow Pencil. Very, very inexpensive. I would usually buy 2 get 1 free, or buy 1 get 1 free, or half off, whatever. Super inexpensive. I think the most I spend is like $4 to $5. $4. $4.99? Whatever. This one's actually in the shade blackest brown, which I actually love with my red hair. It's a neutral enough tone. It's not too warm, and it works with my brows. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows with you guys. I usually start off with my right one. I've been trying to start off with this one, but she doesn't work out sometimes. So I usually start off with my dominant hand, and sometimes I do this. I just kind of tag team it and start lining them both to start like keeping them even. This one's not that even because I have like hairs right there. Well, this heavy-footed bitch is here. Great. See, brows are done. Don't judge me. I'm gonna go ahead and line my lips real quick with the Chestnut lip liner from Wet n Wild. I actually got this the other day for like $1.20, and I was like, oh my god, I missed this lip liner. It's harsh, but not harsh. I'm gonna go ahead and apply my mascara. This is my, can you guys guess it? My Essence Lash Princess. This is the one with the curved brush that has been doing me so well, and I just love this mascara. I'm actually gonna stock up. I'm just gonna go to the Ulta site and buy them out of stock. I'm gonna buy at least 4 or 5 or 6 or 7, maybe 7. Let's see if they're on sale first. Again, Essence is a very inexpensive brand. I am all for inexpensive, well-made products. I usually buy this and get one free or 50% off. I apply my mascara, loaded it on. You guys know I don't wear falsies. But anyway, last step, well, second to last step, I'm gonna go ahead and highlight using again, the Wet n Wild Hello Halo After Sex Glow. So I'm actually gonna go with darkest to lightest. That's probably too much, but whatever, never too much highlight. Oh shit, she's smooth. Okay, I just threw away a whole bunch of my Wet n Wild highlighters, and I knew I had this one because I had swatched it. Oh shit, this is nice. This is them revamping their formulation for the better. I'm not mad at it. Of course, I'm gonna mix both because I like a peachy, pinky. This is beautiful. Oh, wow. I mean, you don't need much, but y'all know I don't care. And then un chin aquí, and that's it. All right, I'm gonna spritz my face. I'm gonna add my gloss, and we are done. All right. And for gloss, I'm gonna be using my Fenty Diamond Milk Gloss Bomb. I would have had my Fussy one, which is my favorite. If you guys are looking for one, that would be it. This one is very sparkly, but it blends beautifully, so you don't need much. I'm just taking a little bit. Yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for my look. This is my everyday makeup in bed, survival of the fittest makeup look. Just keeps me put together. It keeps me looking like I'm awake, like I've gotten like 80 hours of sleep, like I don't work 2 full-time jobs. It just makes me look and feel a little bit more normal. Okay, let me know what you guys think down below. Of course, you guys see this face every fucking day on Snapchat. Anyway, guys, please stay safe out there during this whole epidemic. Stay close to family, not too close, you know, social separation would be nice. Call your loved ones, call your elders, call your neighbors, make sure they're good. Call them from the window. I'm like, hey, how you doing? You need anything? I got toilet paper. Like, you know, just reach out to one another at a distance. Stay safe out there, and if you're showing any symptoms, please communicate with your doctor and or call your emergency department and see where they can kind of gauge you. I think at this point in time, we're a little bit more accepting that the higher possibility of more people being infected, so you shouldn't be turned away so easily. But if you have symptoms or you're starting to feel funny for any way, shape, or form, go ahead and document it. I think that's the best source of action for someone that's gonna wait it out a few days, is document all your symptoms. I know that's kind of weird, makeup tutorial, hey, welcome back beige, with a little side of coronavirus tips. So yeah, highly recommend you write down your symptoms, contact your doctor, keep in touch with them. And if your doctor's a piece of shit, then call the emergency room or call the CDC or call all these hotlines that hospitals are coming up with. Actually, call the hotline first, don't call the emergency room, because the girls are busy, all right? So yeah, call the hotlines that the hospitals have set up. We have a lot of them here in Connecticut, so I know throughout the world they have more. Oh, look at the stomping, it has begun. So yeah, keep in touch with your loved ones at a safe distance. Stay the fuck home if you don't have to go anywhere, and if you do and you feel safer maybe wearing like a cloth or something over your face, go ahead and do so, especially if you're the one coughing. And also cover your fucking mouth. Dab it, dab it, don't palm it, dab it. Okay, that's all I can say from unlicensed, unprofessional like me, just giving you some tips. Anyway, guys, I love you so much. Hi, I'm back. I'm gonna try to be back more frequently. Anyway, I love you guys. Let me know what you guys think of this new camera situation here. Like, we are like straight, we're eye to eye. Okay, anyway, take care, be healthy. I love you guys, and moisturize, wash your hands and moisturize. All right.